Hello, my little grains of sand, and welcome to Sketchbook Thoughts, where I share my thoughts about something while you watch me draw. Since this month is the month of love, I thought I would do a review about a show that has lots of love, Steven Universe. Alright, so Steven Universe is about a young boy with serious mommy issues who inherits a magical gemstone on his stomach from the universe's worst mom ever, and he tries to understand his powers and learn about his adopted family, the living space rocks known as gems, in a place called Beach City. Okay, so that's the story, more or less. I've known about this show for a while now. I've seen fan art, seen clips on YouTube, but never really gave it much thought. I'm not sure why I didn't, but whatever. So I'm in uni and I need some break material in between working on my projects, which is usually me watching a show. And at this point, I've pretty much seen every single show in my fandoms. So I need something new. Then it hits me. What about Steven Universe? I went on my favorite cartoon website and hit it up. And after watching the first couple of episodes, my first thoughts was, well, it's not terrible. I honestly thought I was going to waste my time with this show, like I have with other shows. Like, I thought Steven was annoying, and I didn't think the animation was very good, as I've seen a lot better. And as for the story, there was no story. I mean, no bigger picture story from what I could tell at the time. Okay, yes, I did like the gems and their personality, and the overall design of the characters was pretty neat and interesting. But I thought it was kind of boring. Yes, we did do some gem stuff like the moon goddess statue or the laser light cannon thing, but we also got cheeseburger, backpack, and together breakfast. Like, I know what they're doing, introducing the characters and us the audience, getting to know these characters and learn what their deal is. But it was so boring. The only time it was good was when it was talking about gem stuff, and that was the only reason at the time that I was coming back to it. I honestly didn't care about the humans or what they were doing. I wanted gem stuff. Give me gem stuff. It does get better at the end of the season, like many shows do, when we're learning about Steven's power, the history of the gems, which apparently is that the gems are from space and have been on the planet for a very long time. Okay, that's something. As I kept watching, I enjoyed the mystery surrounding the gems and all the weird things happening in Beach City. Like, so many weird things happening, it was almost considered normal. It makes you want to come back to find more. This really takes its time on this stuff and doesn't reveal all its cards right away. Which isn't a bad thing, it makes it more interesting, and it keeps you asking questions and watching more to find the answers. Not a bad tactic for a small show. Another thing I've noticed is the foreshadowing. Oh my gosh, the foreshadowing. It's everywhere in this show. Like when we see Steven's first mission in the temple, or when we see Lapis Lazuli for the first time, and she mentions that Steven is a crystal gem, as if that's a bad thing, or when Pearl says there's lots about gems that Steven doesn't know about. Oh boy, watching the show for the second time, you really notice all that stuff. Alright, the characters. The gems, I love. Their designs and personalities, it's very creative and awesome. You can't help form a connection with the crystal gems. They really dig deep with them, and have them deal with things like mental health, self-esteem, and, in a way, relationships. Honestly, I love that. It makes them feel more relatable, more fleshed out, seeing them deal and heal with them. In other words, very good character growth. The human characters, well, like I said, I don't really like them as much as the gems, but I do enjoy some of them. Like Sadie, Lars, and these guys. I'm a big fan of spooky stuff, so I enjoyed Sadie, Killer, and The Suspects. It reminds me of 50s horror movies, which I'm a big fan of. Okay, yes, Steven did get better and more of a good character. Like the gems, we also saw him evolve, and I just felt sorry for the guy, being blamed for his mom's mistakes and taking the fall for it. Like, that's a lot for a young kid, and I thought I had mental problems.
Steven's here to help! Steven, help! Steven, help! Help! Steven, help!
Doesn't even come close for Steven. Finally, for what I love most about this show is the song.
If you're evil and you're on the rise, you can count on the four of us taking
Songs.
you down.
Oh man, I love them so much. They are so catchy, and you can't help but love them. The music is also the main reason I enjoy Steven Universe. Some of them really do help make you feel better when you're having a bad day, like Stronger Than You or Take a Moment to Think of Just, Flexibility, Love, and Trust. It's mostly pop, but we do have some different genres of music. Like we have some rock, 8-bit, disco, and other stuff. Very much a bop. Overall, funny, interesting, and kind of addicting. It's something I didn't expect to be good, and that I would still be interested in this day. Yes, it's not perfect, and yes, it does have its problems, but what show doesn't? It's decent enough, and I'll keep coming back to it, and singing along with.
We are the Crystal Gems. We'll always save the day. And if you think we can't, we'll always find a way.
Well, that's my review of Steven Universe. Happy Valentine's Day, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you, lovelies.